It's time to jump into the Wayback Machine and go back to the 80s. I am your host, Golden J, and with me, as always, Mr. Frankie Vegas.
What is up?
I don't know. We're here to take you back to the greatest decade ever. So let's begin.
Let's
get to it. Welcome to an episode of What's Your Damage?
My ears.
Yeah, we know your ears are damaged.
A little bit of brain.
Just a little, maybe.
Little bit.
A little bit more than a little. I don't know. We'll work on that there, Frankie. We'll figure it all out.
Yeah, we got
what has been going on?
Not a lot. You know, I'm kind of going, as we're recording next Friday, I planning on going and seeing Great White in Warsaw.
Oh, nice. Is that next Friday?
Yeah.
I'll be at a wedding in Bloomington. Yeah. I'm DJing a wedding in Bloomington.
DJing a wedding in Bloomington.
I'm excited, but man, I'm thinking, wow, what a long trip.
Yeah.
But when you're popular, what are you going to do?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody wants you.
Everybody.
That's such a great song. Staying busy here at the Golden Mojo Entertainment Complex and preparing for the future as we're dialing in some very important things.
Yeah.
So I'd like to tell you about them, but they're so kind of scattered at this moment. I don't know exactly what's going to come to fruition and what's not, so I don't want to jump the gun and be like...
The ideas are percolating.
They are definitely percolating. The thing is right now, guys, and this is for all the people that, that do listen to us, is we're trying to get more people to listen to us. And we're such a niche little podcast that, it's so funny because everybody loves the fucking 80s and that's all people talk about, but nobody wants to come listen to us talk about the 80s. And I don't mean no one. We have a lot of listeners and we appreciate all of you. And we'd love to hear from you at the goldenimage80s@gmail.com. Send us an email.
Yeah. Tell us what we can do better, what you'd like us to do. I mean,
absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, but we're just trying to figure out how to get more listeners and to continue on. I mean, this is episode 172. I mean, we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
So, and we're pretty proud of all the episodes we've done so far. Except maybe that one. Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. It wasn't very good. But, that's still 171 episodes of really good, really good content.
Well, yeah.
I'd like to see the emails on that. What episode you talking about, Golden J?
171.
I thought 171 was good. Frankie took the lead last week, and he did a good job.
Yeah.
He needs to do that more.
Yeah.
He needs to get in there. Quit.
I'm just the
sidekick.
I'm the sidekick.
Are you my Robin to my Batman?
Yeah.
Are
sure.
you?
Why not?
Trying to think of another one. What's another analogy that would work?
Who knows? I don't know.
What are famous sidekicks? Are
Peanut
you
butter
my
and
Travis?
jelly.
Are you my? Are you my? Are you my Pacheco to my Mahomes?
There you go.
I was gonna make you Kelsey for a minute, but I didn't think that would really work.
Nah.
Because then you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry Taylor Swift. It'd be fun."
Oh yeah.
Wow. All right. That's the smaller poster in his closet. Is the Taylor Swift poster. That's what he has on actually, Frankie's streaming is all Taylor Swift. He doesn't listen to anything else, but he'll tell you he does. And he'll probably tell you right now he does, but no, it's all Taylor Swift.
No, that would actually be my daughter, man.
See, I told you he'd try to tell you.
She does, man. I've heard more Taylor Swift than I probably should have ever heard in my life through her, but
I listen to a radio station out of Fort Wayne, which is a top 40 pop, station.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like they run 3 to 4 Taylor Swift song's a fucking hour.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, guys, you guys, I get it that she's popular and everybody loves her, but there are so many other artists out there you could be playing in a couple of those spots. And I'm not saying take away from her, but I'm saying you don't need to repeat this same fucking song over and over and over again every hour. So if you're listening, guys, just take that into consideration.
Yeah.
A little less T Swift, a little more Benny Bronson, a little more Post Malone. Come on, we'll take some more Posty. I mean,
Posty.
Yeah, we like Post Malone. I get it. It's a little more Selena Gomez even. Come on.
I think Post Malone and Jelly Roll were in concert in Indianapolis the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
But they tore that fucking town up.
No.
Jelly Roll, man, that is such a weird transformation.
Yeah.
When the first time that I heard Jelly Roll was I was doing a wedding. And this is about 4 years ago. I was doing a wedding, and I always asked them, what do you want to hear? And the bride texted me. It's like, hey, throw some Jelly Roll in there. We want to hear some Jelly Roll. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Is this like Little Pig, Let Me In? Mm-hmm. That was Green
You
Jelly.
were stopping over at Dunkin' Donuts.
Like, I'm getting the raspberry. Come on. So I brought up Jelly Roll, and I'm like, holy cow. I really liked it. I mean, I really, really did. So I had a couple of his pieces and his early stuff in there. And then the guy just exploded.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I didn't find him. I mean, he was presented to me. It wasn't like it was something that I was like, hey, what is this? But I liked him. I didn't listen to a ton of him. And then he exploded. And he went from this big, burly, dope-smoking dude to a top 40 pop guy who lost all the fucking weight. And he's unrecognizable from where he was, say 4 or 5 years ago.
And he's a big thing in wrestling now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, if you cash in where you can cash in.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today. I was flipping through this morning before Frankie got here. I was just sleeping through some stuff and run across soccer. Soccer is really hot right at this moment as of today. There's a lot of things going on. Who are we going? The USA is going up against
last night with Paraguay.
Paraguay, yeah. They beat them or they lose?
Yeah, they 4-1.
Nice. Of course, Bobby's work had to shut down early, so all of the Mexicans could go home and watch Mexico play soccer. That's no lie. They sent them home early because of the soccer match was on. Hey man, everybody's got to have their fucking holiday, right? What else do they have to celebrate in Mexico?
Go.
But yeah, there was an ad that Patrick Mahomes did for soccer. And it was a long piece, and I watched it, and I'm like, I don't understand the theory on what they wrote for him in this, but because it was really, really strange how it was presented. One of those, you can't do this, you can't do that, or can you, type thing. And I thought to myself, I'm like, Patrick Mahomes just signed an extension this week for two more years on his contract, now making him the actual highest paid quarterback in the NFL, which it bobbles. Before the fucking season starts, somebody's gonna pass him. Some team's gonna give their quarterback. It's like, no, Mahomes can't be the highest paid. We got to have our guy do. Let's restructure your contract, make an extension, and give you $600 million. And he's like, okay, whatever, whatever. But I got to thinking, I was like, I wonder between what he makes at the NFL, and like I said, it's an over a $500 million contract, compared to his endorsements. I wonder what his endorsements are worth. Just he did a 3-minute soccer video where he just spoke and they took video of him. You know, and then all of the things that he does endorse. He has some sunglasses, you know. I'm not sure which is Nike or Adidas or which one of those he, you know, is on board with. I just wonder how much more he gets on endorsements than he does in his fucking NFL contract.
Well, I know that's what they said about Michael Jordan in his earlier years, that he didn't really make shit playing basketball at first. All his money came from endorsements.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, but that guy was making $1 million every minute he slept. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like I went to bed and I still made over $4 million by the time I woke up. I was like, God. But yeah, I think it's interesting that that's kind of where we're at this point. It was like endorsements and stuff like that are paying way much more than you know, even on field and getting out there and getting beat up and fucking, you know, being a sportsman. You know, where else does that play into? Does it play in the jelly roll? What is the WWE paying him to be a part of that?
Yeah, that I have no idea. So they probably pay him quite a bit because, you know, if you look at their ticket prices, I mean, you know, it's just insane, you know.
Right. What does a ticket go for the WWE?
They said it from things I was hearing. Now, when my daughter and I went to Royal Rumble, our tickets were $100 and some a piece.
Okay.
You know, and that was up in the nosebleed.
Right.
But they were saying at WrestleMania in Vegas this last year, for cheap seats were like $600.
Wow. Is it worth it? I mean, cheap seat. I mean, $600 is going to put you in the nose and put you know, up in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Is it really worth it to go and pay that much money to just be there? I prefer to. I'll give you your $49.95 and just watch it on fucking pay-per-view at home.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I thought when I went to Royal Rumble, I loved going for the experience.
Right.
But at the end, you know, to actually the show, you couldn't see real well.
Right.
You know, being in a big stadium like that, and it was just sometimes it's a little hard to see who was who, what was going on, you know. And
did he just hit him with a chair? No. Okay.
You know, so for me, I would say no, unless you're just paying for the experience because you want to say, I went to WrestleMania or whatever, you know.
Well, you know me, and I am a advocate of Arrowhead Stadium. I love the experience of being in Arrowhead.
Yeah.
And, you know, tickets are not stupid crazy. We are in the nosebleeds. We're up there. You can touch the wheels of the fucking helicopter when you do a flyover. You just reach up and go, ding, ding. You know, we're up that high. But just the atmosphere and the experience of being there is absolutely amazing. And you know, I always say I'm just hanging out with 70,000 of my closest friends.
There you go.
So, yeah, I get that point. If you're going to spend the money, not necessarily, you know, you're not going to every one all year long. You know, it's like, oh, I got to go to every big event or every Monday Night Raw. You know, I'm following them around the world.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, but, you know, you're talking about, you know, a football game, it's different as far as the viewing of it because you can see better for some reason. I don't know why, but with the wrestling and most of the lights being off and you just didn't see as well. But the football game, I can still see it. I like being up high during the football game.
Yeah, because you can see everything.
I can see everything playing out.
That's why I love my seats at Arrowhead.
You know, granted, I've only been to Indianapolis games, you know, with the Hoosier Dome or Lucas Oil.
Yes, because you.
But in a couple of years, I will go to Hammond and see the Bears play.
There you go.
When the Colts go there.
Listen, he goes to Indianapolis because the seats are cheap, and he's right down close. Don't let him fool you. He didn't have nosebleeds. He's got the $39.95 fucking first row seats because, well, it's the Colts.
Yeah. No, trust me, I did front row at Colts one time, right behind the bench.
Yeah.
$400 some bucks a piece, man.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do it. But I had the extra money. And I was like, you know what? I want the experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the experience of being in a venue like that. You know, whether it be for wrestling or whether it be for a football game or anything for that matter. I mean, it does make a difference, but it does get expensive.
Yeah.
And you know, for us, you know, we're season ticket holders, so we're not paying Ticketmaster prices. We're paying Chiefs prices, but you still have to drive out, so you got all that gas money. You still have to get hotels or Airbnbs. You have all that money. You have all your food along the way. It does get expensive along the way to get there. But once you're in that stadium, worth it.
Oh,
worth
yeah.
every fucking dime. So, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, the experience is great, you know. But if you're... Like with wrestling, like I said, Lucas Oil Stadium and the Royal Rumble, it was a great experience, but it was just hard.
Really make anything out and have anything. Yeah.
It wasn't like seeing it up close, you know. And I've always at wrestling shows, for the most part, have been fairly close,
right?
You know, but that time I was not. I was like, man, that kind of sucks, you know. I'm watching the big screen more than I'm watching. Yeah. So I can actually see what the hell is going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, the first ever football game that I went to was, it was the Colts, but it was still when they were in the RCA Dome.
Yeah.
It was a preseason game because the tickets were given to me. And they played the Bengals, and Boomer Esiason was actually still playing for the Bengals at that time. And so was your guy, I do believe John Harbaugh was the quarterback for... Is that right? Was that
you mean
right?
Jim Harbaugh?
Jim. Okay. I want to make sure I got the right
Yeah.
Harbaugh. But he was a quarterback at the time. So it was really cool to see both of them, especially Boomer, because Boomer had been around a lot of years at that point.
Yeah.
But I spent more time watching the big screen than I was, because we were down. They were really good fucking seats.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were down there. But we spent more time staring at the fucking big screen to see what was going on, because you were at that level where you just couldn't see anything. I do look at the Trons at Arrowhead, but I can see everything unfold right in front of me on the field. So I spend all my time watching the field, and I look up at the screens to see what's going on for maybe a replay or something like that. But,
yeah, definitely doing the replays. I'll watch, you know, like if there's a fumble, like, did he really fumble?
Yeah, exactly. And then, but you know, whatever stadium you're in is always biased too.
Yeah,
you know? It's like, oh, they're gonna only show it if he actually fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
If they didn't, they're not showing it. So they don't want to give that away. Yeah. Well, looking forward to getting out to Arrowhead 2 or 3 times this year. Hopefully, our connection with Chiefs Roundtable podcast pays off, and we're going to be up in the press box this season. So we'll see what happens there. Still a lot of moving parts going on, waiting to hear. I do believe that if it pans out, we are going to be at the preseason Seahawks game.
Okay.
Because I want to get a chance to figure out what we're doing without it being a regular season game, because I don't imagine that there's going to be a shit ton of media people hanging out for a preseason game. You know, you're going to have your standards that do every game, but you ain't going to have an ESPN or you know, NFL Network. I don't know. It all depends who's going to be there, but it's going to, you know, it's not going to be, it's not like,
there'll probably be some Seahawk media there.
Probably, definitely so. But I want to be able to get a feel for what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be the best way to go. And why not go see the world champs play? You know, the Seattle Seahawks winning the Super Bowl last year.
Taking Skywalker with you?
Maybe. I'm trying to convince him. To go. How do you convince him? I'm like, here's a ticket. Let's go. Get in the car. So we'll see what comes of that. I mean, but we'll let you know. Other than that, what else have I got going on besides the book? I've been working on the second audio book, and hopefully I'm done with it by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
But, getting ready to do something for vacation. The Rocker Chicks is on shutdown for the week going into the 4th.
Okay.
I wasn't planning on taking it off, but her sister was like, you should come down here and I'll buy you a ticket. And I'm like, so go. And she's like, I don't want to go by myself. And so I ended up talking to J-Dub, and I'm like, hey, what do we got? And she's like, yeah, you just take it. It's fine. Because I thought there was a bunch of people off, and there's not.
Yeah.
And once again, I don't know what's gonna happen. Whether they're coming up here, we're going down there. I don't know. I'm gonna let them figure it out. But I've got other things that they don't understand, that I have things that have to get done before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
And if you don't tell me what we're doing, then I don't know how to plan around where we're going and what we're doing. And maybe I'll just stay home by myself.
There you go. That can be the best vacation.
I'd miss my wife. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm
say
not saying you
I'd
wouldn't miss your
my
wife. I'm just saying probably get shit done, or you wouldn't get nothing done.
Either or.
Sit and watch TV.
I got nothing I want to watch. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing on there that I'm like, oh my God, I got to get to this. I mean, the new Daredevil Born Again series is over. I watched that. But I got nothing else that I really give a shit. I've already seen everything I want to watch. So, how about you? You got anything you guys are dialed into?
We've been watching Dutton Ranch, spinoff of Yellowstone with Beth and Rip.
How many fucking spinoffs has Yellowstone spat out so far? Because isn't the Marshalls
Marshalls, but we just can't get into that. We watched a couple episodes, and we're not into it.
I think it's the one the Rocker Chick's watching. I think that's the one that she's like, yeah. And now I have to go back and watch Yellowstone because I don't know. This
but
is
Dutton Ranch, we really like that one.
I'll have to tell her about that one, see if she can get into that one.
Yeah.
You guys finished up Survivor here a few weeks ago.
Yeah, well, did some Survivor. I think Big Brother will start in July, so, that's always a big favorite around our house.
Right on.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
But Big Brother?
Man, that is too complicated for my fucking brain to figure out. All the different things that they do and people you can vote out or who's on top, who's on bottom.
I always say with those type of shows like the Big Brothers and Survivors, it's games where in games that you can't trust nobody, you got to trust somebody.
Right.
And
yeah, it usually bites you in the ass. Hey, Frankie, speaking of games,
yeah,
how about a word from Perfectly Picked Games?
Well, let's do it.
If you're always searching for the next big sale, whether it's a rare board game, a classic toy, or something brand new, Perfectly Picked Games is your destination. Our live auctions on the Whatnot app are packed with exclusive picks, competitive prices, and fast-paced fun. Tune in Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for board games and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for toys. First time joining? Use code Golden Mojo for 10% off your first purchase. It's your weekly hunt for savings on the Whatnot app.
And that was Perfectly Picked Games.
It was.
Go check them out on the Whatnot app. Or their website, perfectlypickedgames.com.
Definitely check them out.
So, Frankie, we have a couple of people that I'd like to talk about that just passed away.
Okay.
From the 80s.
Let's do it.
Did you hear that Anthony Head passed away on June 4th?
Yeah, I heard the name. I'm not real sure who it is. I mean, I did hear.
This one's a big one for us. Me and Logan talked about it on The Other Side, which came out Saturday the 13th.
Yeah. For some reason, it ain't downloading on my phone for some reason.
What?
It won't.
You're full. You're so full of episodes it won't allow you to download a little bit more. But, me and Logan did The Other Side, and this was one of the things that we talked about because both of us were big Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel fans. And Anthony had played Giles on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, her watcher. And he's done a ton of other things. I'm trying to think. Just recently, he was on something. Crap. Some big show that he was on. Oh, I don't want to watch that. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. I just wanted something to...
What did you put in head in the search bar?
And I got Al Snow. Go figure that one. No, I clicked on this thing and it took me to a freaking YouTube video, and I don't want that. But Anthony had, he was not like a top tier celebrity, so to speak. He's not a huge enough name to get a ton of recognition that he passed away, except those of us who were big fans of his. And yeah, he just had done so much stuff, and he was still working. But I believe he passed away on was it pneumonia? I think he had complications of pneumonia, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
so
not real sure, to be honest.
But yeah, what a big loss for the Buffy the Vampire Slayer community. And this is like the third one they've had in a year that has passed away from that cast.
Wow.
So the guy that played Xander, Nicholas Brandon, I think was his name, but he passed away just within this year in 2026.
Well, somebody go check on Buffy and Willow, make sure they're okay.
They're fine. I don't know about Willow, about Allison Hannigan, but Sarah Michelle Gellar definitely had posted, a little reel or video about the passing of Anthony. So did James Masters, who I'm a big fan and follow. He's how I found out about it, because his post on Facebook was immediately. James played Spike on Buffy. If you guys ever watched that, how come we never done a Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
I don't know. What's the show? I mean, I know the movie was in the 80s with Helen Slater. Is that the original Buffy? I can't remember.
No, it was Christina Swanson.
Yeah, I can't.
And
remember.
Luke Perry, who's no longer.
Yeah. I can't remember who the hell it was.
It's funny to.
I wasn't sure when the show was actually.
It was in the 80s. It was definitely in the 80s. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm just gonna sit here and spin. Oh, the movie wasn't until 92.
Oh, well, shit.
That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Buffy was in the 90s. I was thinking it was the 80s, but nope, it was the 90s. Well, wow, I am so wrong.
Tug Boys, you need to come back and do some Buffy.
Fuck the Tug Boy. What? Did I say that out loud? Where are they at? Come on, guys, get your shit together. Wow, I thought that was in the 80s. That's insane. I am so sorry, guys. I
thought the movies were, but
nope. The movie was in 90. What did I just saw? I am so messed up right at this moment.
Yeah, the TV series was 97 to 2003.
Yeah. Wow, I was way off. That is terrible. I should be shot.
No, it's all good.
I will get a chance to look at Anthony Head's. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. He was part of Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Do you watch Ted Lasso?
I have not. I've heard of it.
I haven't either, because I think it's like on Apple TV or whatever, and I don't have that streaming service. So, but yeah. The death of Anthony Head is absolutely miserable. Did Merlin. The one you ought to watch there, Frankie, and you'll love this. It's called Repo, the generic opera. It was some kind of something. But he also did one of the Percy Jackson movies in 2013. And yeah, so there you go. Nicholas Brandon was one that passed away, and so was Michelle Trachtenberg, who played the younger sister, and those were later in the series. But you know who else was in Buffy? Elijah Dushku.
Yes.
Oh, be still my beating heart. Sorry, got a little sidetracked there. Elijah Dushku.
And so is Seth Green.
Yeah, I don't feel the same way about him I do about Elijah. Emma Caulfield, who I met a few years ago at Hall of Heroes Comic-Con. She was on Buffy. Charisma Carpenter. Yeah. So, yeah, David Boreanaz. And, of course, Boreanaz went on to do... Yeah. Goddamn, is there anything this dude hasn't done? Everything he touches goes to gold. So he's on Buffy, gets a spinoff for Angel, then goes on and does Bones, and then he was what is his newest venture that works?
Oh God, I have no idea.
He does a SEAL Team 6, which I think put out 2017 to 2024. I guess that's pretty much it.
He's doing a reboot of the Rockford Files.
Oh, boy. That'll be interesting. But, I mean, Boreanaz does all this stuff and is like, wow, that's great. Every time he touches it, it's just good stuff. So, pretty exciting for Boreanaz, that's for sure. All right. What else we got going on, Frankie?
You said there was another death you wanted to talk about.
There was. Do you know who James Handy is?
James Handy.
Yeah.
Boy, I've heard the name, but I can't. Where I've heard it from, I don't know.
You don't know James Handy?
Looking it up right now.
He's looking it up. You gotta get there.
Yeah. He was in K9.
He was.
Arachnophobia. Jumanji.
Yep.
Jumanji. Unbreakable. Logan. I didn't know they made a movie about Logan.
They did. It's called Logan. Just Logan.
Just Logan.
So James Handy, obviously an American actor who appeared in numerous films and TV shows since the 70s, since 1977. In there, Frankie just named a bunch of them off. He is that guy that you know his face, you don't know his name. He's been in every fucking thing, and it's not just the movies like you talked about. You know, it's also the TV shows. You know, Young and Reckless, Criminal Minds, Alias, Cold Case, West Wing, Third Watch, ER, Law and Order, Murder She Wrote, The Pretender, Quantum Leap, and Castle, which I love fucking Castle. You guys know that. I mean, it's just NYPD Blue was in that. He is that guy that was been everywhere and you know his face, but you just never knew his name. And, of course, you know, he just passed away June 3rd. But, you know, look at all the, I mean, if you look at, like, all the 80s movies that he was in, you know, 87 was Burglar, 86 was Popeye Doyle, 89 was K9. Those are just some of the 80s movies he was in. But, I mean, he worked a long career. Long career. So, yeah, I think another big death is his, and that nobody talked about. It was just one of those things that popped up, and you're like, oh. What was, he died the result of a stab wound to the torso and neck compressions, according to medical examiner.
Oh, damn.
Fatally stabbed at 81.
Why?
I don't know. I'm looking. I thought he was also a health issue deal, but apparently not. Oh, wow. So Handy's girlfriend, Wendy Gledhill, her son stabbed him.
Oh, my goodness.
Something about, I am the son of man. I just killed the man of sin.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So, wow.
Yeah.
That is a little messed up.
Yeah. A little bit.
Top Gun Maverick is probably the newest movie he looks like he did. But, yeah, James Handy, age 81, stabbed to death, June 3rd. That's too bad.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. It is insane crazy. So yeah, just some prolific 80s and 90s actors who just passed away that nobody's talking about.
Yeah.
Except here at the Golden
Except here at the
Mojo
Golden 80,
Entertainment.
you learn things.
Yeah.
You learn things.
You
here.
do learn things. That's what you dial in for.
That's
to learn
right.
some shit.
Nah, I'd say some 80s that I've been seeing. I keep seeing it on TikTok. Corey Feldman keeps popping up.
Yeah, because that fucker just won't go away.
He's being interviewed by what the hell is his name? Lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins. I can't think of his name all of a sudden. You can't either, can you?
I can picture his face, but man, Billy Corgan.
Corgan, yeah.
Billy Corgan.
But anyway, he's talking about. I keep seeing this. I don't know why this clip keeps popping up, but he's telling Corgan how when he was 18, he played Michael Jackson one of his songs in the car, and Michael Jackson was like, I could take this to whatever record producer right now, and that's a #1 hit. But he's like, no, I want to do it on my own. And I'm like, okay.
The king of pop.
I'm like, okay, Feldman. Two things. Either you're just fucking lying, or you're the dumbest human being to ever walk this earth. Because Michael Jackson said he could give you that could make that a #1 hit. And you said, no.
Nah, I got this, bro. No worries.
I'm just like.
Okay, so which side of that are you leaning on?
I think he's lying myself.
Of course he's lying. Because you know as well as I do, at age 18, he was already established, you know, as a teenage actor, a teen actor, a young actor, however you want to put it. I mean, Stand By Me, The Goonies, you know, so on and so forth. So it wasn't like, I don't even know where I was going to kind of go with this, but it wasn't like he couldn't have walked into any record producer and said, hey, you know, blah, 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 I got this. And they would have said, yeah, well, yeah, you're Corey. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
No, whether it had been a #1, I don't know. But there's no way. I just don't see it. I just don't fucking see it, Corey.
No.
I don't understand. I can't see it. Because
Yeah.
of who you already were at that point. So why wouldn't you just let Michael Jackson just say,
Yeah.
all right, well, let's go. You know, let's add to my agenda. There's no fucking way that I would, if Dave Navarro showed up and said, Golden J, play me one of your songs. Oh, I can make that a #1 hit. Nah, bro, I got this. No worries.
Yeah, nah, it's all good.
It's all good.
I want to do it myself. I want to make my own way.
I got to make my own way. No, Corey doesn't go that way. He's a coattail kid from way back. You know, he's not, no matter what. The proof of the fact is that, you know, when you play Cry Little Sister at some fucking flea market concert that you're doing, you're riding coattails of that song and what you did in the Lost Boys. You're not making your own way with new music.
Yeah.
You're fucking hashtagging old shit. And sorry, bro, you suck at it.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, I could sit there and get a room full of people, and I could take any one of Golden J's CDs that he's done and put it up against anything Feldman's done and not tell anybody who did anything, and I'm going to guarantee you about everybody will pick anything Golden J.
I don't know about anything, Frankie. I've heard some pretty crappy shit.
But I'm saying compared to... Now, granted, I'm biased, but, you know, I mean... But, you know, from everything I've heard... He's not good at being a musician. He's better than I am. But, I mean...
Golden J, what's your highest compliment? Frankie Vegas told me I was better than Corey Feldman.
Even if he just sounds like every other bar band.
I know. I appreciate that, man. I do. I know you're a fan of what we've done and in the past. But yeah, Corey is he is a coattail kid that just doesn't know when to let it go and just live off your residuals, bro. You ain't doing anybody any favors by continuing on this thing. And I can't even believe that Billy Corgan took the time to interview him as a musician even.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. And that big solo that he thought he was being a monster at and then now retracts is like, no, it was meant to be a goof. And like, no, it wasn't. There's no fucking way that was meant to be a goof. You don't do that shit. No musician I know does that shit. You're retracting what you've done. It sucked. Live up to it. Guess what, guys? I'm not a fucking lead guitar player. It is what it is. I don't know. I just
you go out there and give it a try. If you just ain't good at it, you ain't good at it. I mean,
yeah, but don't,
no shame in that, but don't keep trying to throw it in people's faces.
Yeah.
And
we're like, oh, yeah. I was like, no, you need to stop.
One of these days, we're going to have to do an episode on the Coreys, Feldman and Haim.
I'm not sure that I could live through that, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I need maybe one of our series,
We could do that. Whatever series we decide to do next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman, at the time in the 80s, big name, and then they just, a couple of those boys just went.
Well, with Haim passing away, it was pretty young, right? I got the right Corey, right? Yeah, with Corey Haim passing away pretty young for the most part.
He was in his... Let me see. I'll look that up real quick.
I thought he was definitely... I thought he was in his 20s, but I didn't think he'd get it into his 30s.
No, he got older than that.
Did he? Yeah. See, it shows you what I know. My brain is mush right now, guys. It's all over. I fucked up when the Buppies were in play. Getting the Coreys wrong.
Yeah, he died in 2010, so...
Really?
So he was 38.
Jesus, he was old. He was really old. Huh. All right. Yeah. Well, let's get off of the Coreys and move on, shall we?
Okay. What else you got?
I don't know. That's all I got,
Like
bro.
I said, I'm just gearing up to go see Great White Friday if it don't rain. Good.
Oh, that's a good.
I'm not that interested to sit in the rain to watch them.
No, you're gonna take an umbrella. You'll be fine.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're kind of look forward to see how they sound. I know they still got 3 originals.
I was say, who's still there?
There's like the drummer, maybe a couple of the guitarists.
Right on.
And I think. But yeah, see how they sound, and maybe I can get them to do the show if I can meet them.
Hey, you never know. I mean,
they say, hey, yeah, we'll do it tonight after the show. I'll be like, hey, you need to come back from Bloomington.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, I'm in the middle of a fucking DJ job. Chuck Norris passed away?
Yeah. Yeah, he passed away. It's been a little while ago. Probably a couple months ago.
I was like, I'm looking at this page because I just brought up, celebrity deaths or whatever because I wanted to remember because I knew about Anthony Head being super recent. And I don't think we've ever talked about Chuck Norris passing away.
Yeah, he died March 19th.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we had brought it up. Maybe
I don't remember bringing it up, but
we talk a lot of shit.
We do talk a lot of shit. Maybe that's something that we really ought to look into is the Chuck Norris series for the 80s.
Maybe.
I mean, come on, it's Chuck fucking Norris.
Chuck fucking Norris.
We're gonna talk more about that later.
Yeah.
All right, Frankie, you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, we better. I got shit I got to do.
He's got shit he's got to do. I got shit I got to do. I don't really. I'm just living the dream here.
You gotta go back in and play with your granddaughter some more.
Yep, she is here. I'm sure that Grandma took her to get more bubbles because, oh my. All right, guys, go check out the website, goldenmojoent.com, where you can find all about me and Frankie. It needs to be updated, I know. Please stop. Don't yell at me. Please, it's fine. And all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Empire. And you can buy merch. You can buy yourself a Golden 80s t-shirt, sweatshirt, mug, pint glass, the whole 9 yards. Come on, go support the pod. Of course, all the other pods are on there too. Indiana Chiefs fans, MurdNerds. I think A Quart of Books and Booze is still on there. And of course, Golden 80s and 2SOP are also on there. So go check it out.
Yes.
It needs a revamp, and maybe when I get this book series done, that's what I'm going to do. So we'll see what happens next. All right, guys, until next week. Hasta la vista, baby.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Golden 80s podcast. Check us out at goldenmojoent.com, where you can find out about our great merchandise and a little bit about Frankie and Golden J. Also, at goldenmojoent.com, you can find out about all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment network of podcasts, like
The United States of Paranormal, Indiana Chiefs fans, the Gridiron Kingz, MurdNerds, the Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah Podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and the Call Guys wherever you stream your favorite podcast. And if you have a story that you would like us to cover, just let us know at thegoldenimage80s@gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen.